Hello there and welcome to the Bit of Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome on to the channel everybody, and it's another manager video, this one really. We won't talk too much again about the disastrous performance on Saturday. Wasn't good enough. Leaves Leeds United in the relegation zone with 15 to play. We are second bottom, could go bottom if we lose on Saturday at Ellen Road. But yeah, enough of talking about that. We don't really want to discuss it. You can talk about it if you want in the comments there. Not a good performance. Like I said, we are now just a point off the bottom. We could go onto the bottom if Southampton beat us on Saturday, but it looks like Leeds United are acting now quickly in terms of managerial appointment. Finally, it is 2 weeks today of recording that Jesse Marsch was sacked. Yeah, it hasn't been good enough. We all know this. And looks like Leeds United now have finally potentially reached an agreement with manager, and one manager in particular that has been reported today by Fabrizio Romano has been in talks is that man Javi Garcia, not Javi Garcia, Gracia, Gracia, I think it is. Um, yeah, ex-Watford manager, of course. Um, Gracia is spent all of his playing career in Spain, in his native country. Spanish, 52-year-old, and he's had plenty of manager positions, to be fair. Seems to get sacked every season, then reappointed at somewhere else, then sacked again. Most fans of the Premier League will know him from, of course, his time with Watford in the 18-19 season and the 19-20 season, the early part of it. Was appointed by Watford, successing of Marco Silva, who's doing so well at Fulham at the moment. Came in after him. Watford at the time were really, really overturning managers every day of the week, it seemed. And he came in, kept them up from relegation, got them to a cup final as well at the end of that season. And that might be why Leeds United board have turned to him potentially. Think, well, he kept them up. Can he keep us up? I'm not convinced this is the right call. I'm not convinced that this is the man that we are actually going to have as the manager. As Fabrizio Romano did say that there was two names on the shortlist. Obviously, Javi Garcia, with Romano reporting it, has had a lot of fans talking, a lot of mixed emotions, a mixed reaction from a lot of the fans. Some not happy, some saying, well, fair enough, we've gone 2 weeks without the manager with 3 games more into the season without a win and now in the relegation zone. At this point, a lot of fans will take anything, but Javi Garcia, obviously, like I said, spent a lot of his career obviously a lot of his career in Spain as a player. He had a couple of international caps for the youth team, and then little spell in Greece, but started managing in Spain. Little spell in Greece, then back to Spain, and then went across to Russia, Ruben Kazan for a little bit. Didn't work out there, but in Spain, in Malaga, manager of Malaga for a bit, kept them up from relegation to La Liga 2, kept them up in the top flight on a shoestring budget by all accounts, so did well there, got people talking outside of Spain about his abilities. Went to Ruben Kazan, then he went to Watford, obviously. Did okay at Watford, really. Was sacked only a short amount of games into the 1920 season with Watford only on 1 point. So, got sacked there. His most recent job was in Saudi Arabia with Al Sadd. He left there in the summertime. So, he hasn't been out on work for too long. But for me, let me know in the comments how you think about this, how you feel about this one. For me, like I said, not the right man, not the right appointment for me, but you know, it's it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I think at the moment, beggars can't be choosers, that old saying, isn't it? Um, we've gone long enough now without a manager. We need somebody in there. It's not going to be Skabala. All respect to him. He can't really lead the team. Saturday was atrocious. So, hopefully we get, we get either Gracia in. I keep wanting to call him Garcia. Javi Garcia played for Man City, didn't he, for a bit? I think he's assistant at Benfica at the moment. Um, but yeah, we need somebody in. And he's got a little bit of Premier League experience and Premier League experience at the wrong end of the table. The other name mentioned, a lot of fans are saying now and then, is Talk Sport, which is not a great source. Probably heard it from somebody down at the pub, one of their reporters. Oh, breaking news, Rafa Benitez is interested in the Leeds job. Is he really, though? Is he really? Rafa obviously was almost pleading for Premier League management on Saturday after the Newcastle and Liverpool match, wasn't he? I really like it. My family like it in England. He was saying if it's the right project, had we been speaking to him, who knows? But Talk Sports seem to think so. Let me know in the comments if it is Gracia and Benitez, obviously both Spanish. I think I know the answer to this question, but who would you rather have out of those two? Let me know in the comments there. Obviously, Benitez for me would be at this point, and I've said it. I said it when he got sacked, Marsh. I'd take Benitez. I'd like Benitez. I would. For me, Benitez keeps us up. I'll leave you with that thought anyway. Let me know your thoughts on Gracia, on your thoughts on Benitez in the comments there, and will we survive relegation, or is it our time to go? Thanks a lot. March on together. I'll see you on the next one.